welcome back to SC Classics. This episode I'll be carrying on with the inner wing panel repair on the MK2 XR2. Excuse me, clear my throat. I jumped ahead yesterday, I forgot my camera, so I didn't film the inner wing panel going in, but it's pretty much the same as the passenger side, which is shown in another video. Just line it all up, stitch weld it all in, just section, let it cool, weld another section, let that cool, just move it along, try not to warp it too much. You're gonna get some, but just try and keep it down as much as possible. Alright, so that's it, all welded in. Welded this panel in as well, so that's pretty much complete now. Next job, grind it all down, try and make it look neat. Finish it off by welding that in, and gusset, that's just screwed in place for the time being. Get that welded in, and that's that panel finally finished. Next up will be fit the front panel and wings and line the front end up. I'll probably get the doors on. I marked, before I removed the doors lined up well, so I marked up the posts. You can see some markers, and the same on the doors, so the doors will go back in the original position, so I know then line the wings up off the doors and it'll all line up. Fingers crossed, that's the plan anyway. But yeah, I'm going to crack on getting all these welds ground down and cleaned up, and then weld the turret, strengthen it in, weld the gusset back in. Oh, and I've also got to make the gusset that goes in that side. These both rotted out, so I made this one. Next up I'll have to make one for this side and get that welded in. But that's what we're up to. So jump forward a little bit, grind down, clean all the welds up a little bit, make them look a bit better, do some zinc primer over it. Again, cleaned all the welds up down here, look a bit prettier, better, and then welded this piece of gusset back on, get that finished up outside here. Next up I've got to make this little gusset here to go in this side. So I've got a template, just cut out some tin. I'll trim it out now, bend it, drill it, get that welded in. So that's it, all welded up. Put my gusset in there, put my turret back in, turret strengthener back in, all welded up, ground down. Got some Gauss spray on it just for the time being. Yep, that's that in the wing. Solid. I'll get some epoxy primer on it and then do some filler work, and then it'll be seam sealed because there's gaps in the back corner here, which it had anyway. It had big blobs of seam sealer in there from the factory. Get a battery tray in next, and then it's front panel and wings. That'll be the front end done. Move on to some more repairs. Not sure where to go next. Maybe there's a little repair in there down here. Get that done. Yeah, bit of seam sealer in there, clean up. Yeah, it's getting there. Slowly, it's the front end done.